はい、趣味。
うん。
いろんなことは、
うん。
好きです。
うん。
例えば、a lot of practice and then
う
getting to
ん。
talk to. So even after work, because sometimes after work, I would like to practice by myself before,
う
but
ん。
then I was tired,
う
not
ん。
motivated to do it,
う
but
ん。
then because I had to log in
う
and
ん。
talk, even if I didn't want to,
うん。
three times a week, it
う
made a
ん。
huge difference. Yes.
And what about like phrases or pronunciation? You feel improvements?
I think so. Because then the instructors would
うん。
correct me on things
う
and
ん。
help me to say it better. Or if
う
it's
ん。
something sounded unnatural,
うん。
then they would tell me, yeah, well, you might want to say it
うん。
this way.
う
But
ん。
that doesn't sound really right. Because you'll try to make your own sentence,
う
but
ん。
then it'll probably sound very unnatural. I think
Great,
it's a good
great.
course. I thought it was very helpful. The most fun was always just when you log in
う
and
ん。
getting to talk and
うん。
they're making notes about it
うん。
and talking about I guess what I plan to do
う
and that sort of
ん。
thing or
う
what
ん。
my life is like and that kind of thing. That was a lot
うん。
of fun.
He was a very friendly person, and he had already he knows some already Japanese, and he can talk, he can speak some sentence, but he didn't have confidence at all. He was very cautious for the pronunciation, so each word he tried to pronounce correctly, which is very good. He took a time to get used to pronounce in a Japanese like native way. He opened up, and after a few times of lesson, and we became like always have a nice chat and have conversation. So we also worked on like daily conversation when he goes to, because he goes to coffee shop, Starbucks to meet friends.
うん。
So like making a friends or open it also about relationships
うん。
sort of thing we talked about. Yes, I remember that one time he bought he said he bought a voice recorder
うん。
to practice. So he was I can see that he was working on making a correct pronunciation by himself with a voice recorder at the end of the section 2. He impressed me.
I watched the video like from section 1-2 with Coach Kazuyo,
うん。
and then like I could see that like his Japanese is improvement like really good.
うん。
And then when I met him, when I talked to him first time, he can introduce himself with confidence, and then he was really good. We tried to have a like random conversation, and then but which like he already learned. And then like he can say like his Japanese is like already excellent, so like but he couldn't like make the like longer sentences. So that's why we make like a short sentence, and then we try to connect the longer sentence. And then like his pronunciation was really really great, but he could like improve more. So that's why we focus on the pronunciation as well. But he was doing very well. Yeah, he was very good at like reactioning and the questioning. And then because like especially reactioning is very difficult for them. Or like I mean like way Japanese way. Like we have to do like not, or like we have to like say or hey. But he was doing very good. And then I remember that he asked me like how to build the relationship with Japanese people. I mean in the relationship. And then I gave him advice like we have like culture differences, of course. So like if he say that way, but it's still you don't have to be so like upset or sad because he didn't mean it. So it's like the kind of phrases that we have like that he misunderstood sometimes. So that's why like I gave him it's not that meaning.
トウモロコシや
はい。
インディアン枝豆がよく、収穫されます。インディアナは、農客、
農家が
農家が、農家が、
多い。
well,
多い。多いところ。
多いところ。君はゴルフをしたり、スノーボードに行ったり、ジムに行くことです。そう、海軍を辞めたら、新しいキャリアを始めたいです。例えば、オンラインの言語の先生か、基地内の高校の先生になりたいです。打ちっぱなし
打ちっぱなしへー。
はい。知ってるの打ちっぱなし
打ちっぱなし知ってる。
はい。打ちっぱなしとか、カラオケに行く。
カラオケ
はい。カラオケ。毎週末にカラオケに行きます。
いいね。一人
一人。そう。
一人カラオケ。
カラオケ。フェロスバー。カラオケボックスじゃない。フェロス、カラオケバー。
カラオケバー。好きな音楽は
はい。あいみょん、知ってるの？あいみょん、マリゴールド。
マリゴールド。
一番好き。But I've made some decent friends so far, even after the
Really?
Yeah, in Okinawa. So yeah, by going to the karaoke bar more and talking to more people, yeah, they've been pretty. Everybody wants to get on your line and then talk to you after a while. Yeah. If they know you can kind of read and see, kind of understand what they're saying when they text you, it's very helpful. Most of the time, Japanese people want to talk to you, but then because they'll get nervous because then maybe you talk to them in English and they don't know what to say.
Yeah.
So that will make it a little awkward. But once you start talking to them and you try to get to know them by strictly trying to use Japanese, then they relax a little bit and then start asking you questions about the military and what you do, everything.
Quite many actually people complain like I don't have any opportunity to speak Japanese, and I like I'm living Okinawa for more than 5 years, but still I cannot order the food, even I cannot even like communicate just even 1 minute. So what do you think for them? Do you have any message that you should do this or this? Like yeah.
Yeah, I think a course like this one would be great if they can afford it. Is to join up with something like this, because then it'll give you the chance to. It will force you to practice, because then it's just you can try to study on the apps and go and try to practice that, but then because the apps are more abstract, yeah, which means because it's they're giving you a scenario like maybe Pimsleur. You walk into a bar, you talk to, or you walk up to a lady in the market. Maybe you're a person who never goes to the market, so you'll never use that.
Yeah.
You need something tailored to you to help you to figure out what your daily life is like, and then figure out how you would talk in your daily life, and then practice it with somebody. But then it's important to do something like this, because then you can get instant feedback about if it sounds natural or not, which is the biggest obstacle I think for basic conversation is just making something that sounds natural.
So if you want to change your life with a Japanese speaking skill, seriously, join our master course 2 months. So you can be ready to communicate with Japanese people after 2 months. So for example, you can maybe make Japanese friends, you can enter the Japanese company, you can try more conversation with Japanese people every day. So that's why your speaking skill grow up every day. So these 2 months, we're gonna make a perfect the foundation of your Japanese speaking skill. Then you can start speaking with Japanese people, real life or social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, or anywhere that you can actually have the chance to speak. So if you really want to change your life seriously with Japanese communication skill, speech skill, presentation skill, for the business, for the private, let's join the master course.